Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Welcome to another weekly Vending Live. Joining me tonight, I got Matt from Galaxy Games 843.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
So just so you guys know, today is David's birthday. So he is with family, out doing their thing. They're going to dinner and doing a bunch of stuff with his family. So he won't be joining us tonight. But we do have an exciting night. I think Jen Ven's going to join us here in a little bit. She's out and about on a route, but she said she's going to try on her phone, possibly. Or if she gets home, she might join us the second hour. But we also have our Yao giveaway tonight, our monthly giveaway. So we got that going on.
Yeah.
So a lot of good stuff tonight, even though poor David's not here. But happy birthday, David, from all of us at Xtreme Vending, and I hope you guys have a great dinner and that everybody gets you lots of presents because I know you deserve them. So yeah. But anyways, welcome. Yeah.
I wonder what he could possibly want. I mean, you know, like I'm at the point in my life too where it's like when somebody asks me what I want for a gift, I have no idea what to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But anyway, happy birthday, David.
Yeah, happy birthday. I'm exactly the same way. I want for naught, and I think that's kind of great about our family too, and our kids. Like they, they work for what they get, and they buy the stuff they want with the money they make on their business, and so they don't really want anything, and they're not real needy wanting kids. Like they save their money most of the time more than buy things. So. Every now and then, there's a TikTok package that shows up at the house, or a Temu package every now and then. But usually, like Amelia, it's clothes. She likes clothes and stuff. Sam likes, he likes tchotchkes and stuff. He likes to get stuff that's kind of random things to see, like a Bluetooth speaker or something like that. But not Amelia. She's not that way. And then my oldest son, Theo, it's always like shirts or something that he wants like that way too. So, but yeah. So me, I'm always getting fun stuff on Temu and stuff like that. But usually it's to put in the machines. So I don't usually buy for myself. So
that's kind of how I am too. My week's been super busy per the usual. Filmed a couple videos, did some collections, had another problem with a claw machine at the ice cream and candy shop. I swear, they made me bring back that older hot stuff claw machine, and it's just been nothing but issues since then.
Oh my God.
So you'll see in an upcoming video. They called me on, I want to say it was Saturday. They're like, hey, just so you know, the gantry is laying down in the prizes. I'm like, well, they didn't use the word gantry because they don't know what the name is, but they said the claw with all the rails are laying down in all the stuffed animals. I'm like, oh geez. So I go there and I put it back up on the rails and everything, but the string also broke in the process. And I didn't have any tools with me or anything like that. My plan was just to go hang the gantry back up and have it be working. So I didn't have any tools with me because I wasn't like actually there to service the machine or do any work. I'm just going to hang the gantry and be on my way. Well, obviously that doesn't always pan out as you plan. So I had to go back the next day, repair the broken string, but now one of the motors or switches is having an issue. It's currently unresolved. So I need to get back up there and get
Which
that
machine did you say this was? Which one is this?
Coast-to-coast hot stuff machine.
Oh, I love that machine. And then it's like our toy soldier and our big choice. Like those machines, I have a love for them that, I probably shouldn't anymore because they're so old and, but they still work. They're trucking along. So I can't really complain about them, but they were built like tanks. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. They're just awesome. So, we had a kind of a crazy week. I got a new computer finally. So I told you that. I talked about it.
Yeah, and congratulations on that.
Thank you. It's been a week of kind of, when you get a new computer, and I couldn't believe how easy. I'm an Apple guy. I'm a Mac guy, and I've had my MacBook for almost 12 years now. I think or something like that. It's crazy. And so I ordered another Mac, and I couldn't believe how easy they make it to like transfer everything over. And that part was super simple, but getting, because it also has different connections on it now than the old one did. So I had to, make sure everything connected and worked good and all that. And then I started playing with it, and I have been going nuts. You saw that I did all those wraps for those machines that are available now and all that stuff. And I've just been having so much fun. And then I did some videos that I've been working on and rendered in like 37 seconds versus 30 minutes. It's so nice to have a new computer, and it seems like it's working good for the live streams. I haven't had any hiccups or anything. And at the end, like, you use Safari versus, like, if you have a PC, use like Google Chrome or whatever.
Sure,
and we saw Google Chrome on here too, but like my Safari's been working. I don't know. Everything's just awesome. So knock on wood, everything should be good. But yeah. So, anyways, but it looks like some people are in the comments already.
Yes.
Looks like we got almost 20 people in here, man.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to another Wednesday night live stream. Thanks for coming back week after week.
Oh,
we really
cool.
do appreciate it.
And Magic's got some good questions for us too, which is awesome. Topics, very
Excellent.
cool.
Excellent.
Awesome, very cool. So let's actually, everybody else just says hello. Let's go ahead and cover his first question and see if we can help him out with that.
There we go. All right. Comp Magic with a chat question number 1 says, "What is the most unusual prize you have ever placed in a claw machine?"
Most unusual prize.
I haven't really done anything what I would call or consider unusual.
The only thing I can think of is we ordered a bunch of random stuff on Temu and TikTok Shop that we didn't know how well it would do. So it was kind of unusual for us because they were like those little, you see the kids play them now, but they're little animal designed little push button games that the kids, you make all the buttons turn off and then you press the button on the button.
Sure.
And we got those, and we got, what else was there that was really... Oh, like these little glowing Pokemon that you set on a little stand, and they were glass like balls.
Oh, I remember those. Yeah.
We got those, and they went like crazy. And then we couldn't get them anymore. They weren't even available on the shop anymore. And we were like, we should have ordered some more of those because they came with batteries and everything, and they're in a nice little box. They were perfect for minis. And I just feel so stupid that we didn't order more, and we only ordered like 5. And then we got those little Nintendo games and stuff like that. So those kind of things where we didn't know how they were gonna do. I wouldn't say they're unusual, but they were new to us that we didn't know. Oh, there's one toy that we got that was kind of funny. It's a shark bumblebee that is in our machines right now, and it's a little shark, and it has a little bumblebee shirt on with little, like, one of those little things on its head with a little balls that looks like a bump. So, and kids are going crazy for them. So those are kind of unusual, but that's all we've kind of come up with.
I was thinking about, other than like plush or, different things in the prize lockers, probably the most unusual thing I would say that I've placed in my machine have been some of those Neato, like, noodles and squishy balls and stuff. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Like, for a while, the kids were really, really after those things. Now, I haven't heard them talk about them much lately, but it was kind of funny because I had some in the toy taxi at the pizza restaurant, and one of the employees was like, "I've been trying to win those darn Neato noodles forever." And I'm like, "Really?"
Yeah.
So I actually, she's always super nice. So I just got them out and gave them to her because of that. But I guess that's probably the only thing I would say would be the most unusual thing.
Well, we've been on this unusual ordering kick lately of trying to find the most unusual toys to order, because those seem to be our most popular because you don't see them. So everybody has like Sanrio stuff and Pokemon stuff and things like that, but we've been ordering like the weirdest stuff. So like little penguins with little outfits on them, and like, just funny, even if you do Sanrio, they're dressed up as like Mario or something different that you haven't seen that is out there that people would say, "Oh, that's different. I've never seen one of those before." So it's definitely good to try out different things, and the most unusual seems to be the most popular, and mystery stuff is always popular. So if you can do mystery boxes or things like that, very popular.
This is true. Yeah. Everybody loves the mystery boxes. They always do well.
Yeah. So his next question.
All right. Comp Magic chat topic number 2 says, "Do you have any funny or interesting stories from your time in the business?"
I got a good one for this one. I still think about it all the time.
How about the time the guy broke into the hot stuff claw machine at the flea market and stole the AirPods and then a handful of plush for his kids?
Yeah, I remember you had it on video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Had it on my security cameras. That was pretty funny, I thought. And it was funny because he dropped.
Funny though.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Like, it is now when I look back at it. I mean, as he was running away, he dropped some plush and he actually ran back and picked up the plush he dropped.
Yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. But that's just, that kind of stuff drives me nuts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think one of the coolest, I wouldn't say it's the funny I don't know if it's interesting. I think it's interesting to me because, we have a lot of grocery stores now that we're in here. And it's been a while since it happened, but it always comes back to my memory. And because you never really know how your machines do or what kind of impact they have on people when they're at the store and stuff. And there was this lady that we were filling. Amelia was filling one of her machines, and this lady came up and handed her a $5 bill, or pushed the $5 bill towards her. And Amelia goes, "Oh, did you want to play?" And she goes, "No, that's for you." She goes, "I've seen your picture on the machine." And she goes, "That's your machine, right?" And she said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Well, I got to tell you that because of your machine, I can bring my son to the grocery store now because he behaves himself now, and because he knows at the end of our grocery shopping trip, he gets to play your machine."
Yes.
And she goes, "That $5 is for all the times I had him screaming through the store with me that he wouldn't behave, and I ended up just keeping him home, and now I can bring him with me, and I don't have to worry about who's going to watch him or anything." She goes, "That's your $5. And she gave her the $5. And I'm like, that's so cool, And Amelia goes, "Well, thank you, I appreciate it." She's like, "You sure you don't want to play?" She's like, No. She goes, "He'll play when we're done shopping." And she's like, "Okay." And I was like, man, so it's cool to get those kind of, have that kind of feedback and stuff. And I think it stuck with her because she's like, I am kind of doing something good at the same time as, making money and doing all the stuff that she's doing. So that story still sticks with me that I think is one of those positive feedback stories that you get that you don't get very often. Usually it's machine's broken or, where's all these, or how come there's no octopuses, or, you know what I mean? Usually it's that kind of stuff, but it's nice to have those positive ones. So.
And I'm glad you shared that story because all of you out there watching, you should be using examples like that when you're out locating machines.
Yeah.
Those are all benefits to the business owner of why your machine should be in their location. That's a great example of one of the things you can use when a business owner says, "Well, what's in it for me?" It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary for them. It can be just an example like that.
Yeah, and it does. And there's a lot of, especially I tell people, if you're new to the industry, is stay off Facebook, join the Discord and have some positivity in your life, and stay out of those groups and get positive feedback and have people giving you, the yahoos and the excitement of when you get locations. And even when you don't, you'll see everybody in the Discord is like, "Yeah, that just happens. Don't stress it. Go out and get another one." And it's they're very positive. And on Facebook, it'd be this ongoing list of 30 comments about how, "Oh, you must suck at your location," or, "Oh, it's your fault," or, you know what I mean? You don't need that kind of stuff.
So negative on Facebook. Yes, I agree.
Stay off Facebook. Come to
the Discord. Exactly.
Come to the Discord where it's positive, and get that reinforcement and help you need. And it's a super positive environment, and that's what we're striving for. So, you want it to be a positive experience and have the excitement that, we do this every week because we're so excited about it, and you want to have that feeling too. So this is a good question for Jen, and she's not here.
we might have to come back to this one.
Yeah.
But Comp Magic question chat topic number 3 says, how do you use player psychology to design engaging and appealing games? And Jen had some great examples of using psychology on how to stock your machines or how to present the prizes in the machines, and how the human mind works in order to, create that urgency to play the game.
Yeah.
One thing you guys can do, it's not ready yet, but I am working with Jen to get those presentations on the NBVA membership website. So you'll have to join the NBVA to get access to those videos. But I'm telling you guys, membership in the NBVA is totally worth it. We'll talk more about that tonight.
Yeah, we should.
We absolutely should, especially when, if Jen joins us, because she's got all the answers. Yeah, when it comes to NBVA, She's the president. Of course she knows.
I see your comment down here too about the wraps. We made those wraps this week, and I appreciate that comment. You can read it. Sorry, I didn't mean to go.
Calm Magic says those wraps are amazing at Howard Hospitality Group.
Yeah. So, but that goes into player psychology, and I think that was a big topic on my head when I was designing those wraps, because these are ones that we've been wanting to have for our locations, and that was the whole idea behind designing these, is because you also not only have to think about the players when you're at a location, but you also have to think about the location when you're at a location and what your machine looks like, how clean it is, and the psychology of people coming up to your machine and playing it because it is clean, it's full, it looks nice. And so the idea with the wraps was these are ones can take to certain locations and they fit into that location, and the owner was like, oh yeah, and that goes with my restaurant, or that goes with my whatever kind of motif they got going on in there. And so that was the design. And then the same with your prizes, like those should be all facing forward. There should be goofy ones turned upside down. There should be some sort of psychology in there, and that's what Jen is very good at. She's amazing at merchandising, and she always gives a nice talk at MBVA about it, or at least she has the past couple years. And it's a huge thing with psychology of input. Imagine most of the people that I can think of that do this, they usually play claw machines or have in the past, or have that kind of either video games or pinball or something in your brain. And so think of yourself, like if you're walking by your machine, like, is it attractive? Does it look good? Is it all yellow? Is it all blue? Is it too much, purples? Like, mix it up, make it look multicolored, different. That's what we always stock, different types of, we always have little boxes with keychains in them. We usually do, like, in our bigger machines, we'll have like mystery boxes, but then we'll have plush, but then we also have keychains, but then we also have, so you have a bunch of different shapes in there. So it's not just a bunch of plush stacked on top of each other. It actually has some depth and some kind of, function to it that gives it a little bit more random look to it. So make sure you mix it up. And I think that's a big deal too, whether it's in minis or stuff. You don't want it just filled with keychains or whatever, unless you have a location that you have multiple machines and you can do like one that's all keychains or one that's all plush or whatever. Then it makes sense. But usually you want to have a mix, right? So Bam Rinden says, our mall told us on July 1st that we can't place any of our machines into the mall. The other operator is not moving their units. Really sucks. Sorry to hear that, Ben Brendan. I'm sorry, man. That's not good. So, and then there's your positivity for you. If you go in the Discord and everybody's gonna tell you, don't worry, man. Call into the mall. Don't stress it. You have the machines, which means you have something to place, which is a positive. Right now, it's hard to get machines, so a lot of distributors are sold out. So that you have them on site and ready to be placed is great. So now you can go out and find locations for those, and don't stress it. There was a discussion I was having with somebody the other day, because a lot of people are opening these mini claw rooms and those types of things. And the conversation, was pretty long about, what's better, having a location with a bunch of machines in it, or having a bunch of locations with small amount of machines. And we kind of came to the realization after having the conversation that a route's always going to be a better bet for you in having multiple locations. Yeah, it's safer. And it also, you're not, all your eggs aren't in one basket is basically, the kind of what we figured out is after talking about it, and the psychology of it is like, you're basically counting on one physical location to bring you all your money versus having, different types of cultures, different types of, restaurants, whether it's grocery stores, whether it's whatever. So depending on what's low, one of the other ones is going to be high. So, maybe people aren't out eating because it's so hot they don't want to leave their house, but they still got to go to the grocery store. So, your grocery store is still going to do good, even though your restaurants may not be doing as well. Or, if it's not hot outside, then probably your ice cream place isn't doing as good as your restaurants. But then in the summertime, your ice cream places are crushing it. Or if you have full-line vending machines with drinks at the laundromat, then you're slamming it like Matt. So it just depends on what's going on, right? And what the weather is and what's happening. So a route's always better.
Plus, too, from thinking like an overhead standpoint, too, there's no leasing, there's no rent, there's no any of that stuff when you have a route. Yep. All you're doing is, you may do a commission, you may do a profit share, And what's safe about that is if you don't make any sales, then you're not paying any commission. But
Right.
obviously the goal is to make sales and pay commission if that's, how you have it set up. But, the biggest point of that is there's no rent, there's no leasing, there's no contracts. You're a lot more free in that case.
Yep. Thank you, Comp Magic. I'll let you read that one.
Yeah, Comp Magic says, I felt I haven't posed some questions in a while, so I figured I would give you guys some to keep you on your toes and help educate the claw masses. There we go, Comp Magic. Thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. We appreciate it because it's good. We like the questions and that even
They're
though
good,
you may
good topics
be,
of conversation.
yeah, and the fact that you're here now and maybe these 30 something people that are in here right now, may not be all that's going to watch it in the next, because we're over probably 300 or 400 views a week, on our live stream. So those people can get some value out of the questions, even though the people that are here aren't the ones asking them. So definitely please ask questions. So.
And everyone that listens to the replay on all major podcast platforms too. You can't forget about that. All right. Dunclaw Vending says, great wraps. Will they be available for Candy Machines minis to be applied yourself over the existing wrap?
So I haven't been asked by Candy Machines to make any wraps. I don't know if they have plans on new wraps for their minis or not. We're more than welcome to do them. I just saw a need that like Rainey was all about new ideas and new wraps, and she and I were talking, and so we just kind of brainstormed, and she said we'd love to have some. So I said, okay, I'll design some if it's okay, because we've been ordering them for our stuff. And so, yeah, I mean, if those guys, Andy and those guys, are looking for wraps, they can definitely contact us. But there's a lot of need out there for different stuff, new stuff. And that was the whole idea. So for sure. All right.
All right. Jonathan Weber says, well, Matt, best of luck to all the kiddos tonight for the Yow Kids giveaway. Very cool.
Know.
Yes.
Exciting.
Sorry, I was replying to a comment in the chat.
Oh, it's okay. So I'm just going down. Oh, here we go. Here's a good question.
All right, this one from Albert. Mega prize. I've got something for 30. It's worth 100. Can I put it as a mega prize in the state of California? So do you guys have prize limit values or value limits in California? No?
Not that I'm aware of. It depends on your county and city too, because California is weird like that sometimes.
No.
So I definitely talk to your county office or city office to make sure. But I haven't heard anything in California about a limit or anything like that. I know you cannot, no matter what you do, put any cash in your machines. So you can't tie dollar bills around your machine or around your plush or have coin pushers or anything like that because of the Indian gaming casinos. It's illegal in California. So do not put any bills
Same
or
with South
money
Carolina, yeah.
of any kind. You can do mystery boxes, all that kind of stuff. I don't know of any limits on the prize amount in your prize locker. I don't know that there's a limit as far as I know. So I don't want to say that I'm wrong, but I would double check. So.
Check with your city, county, all that stuff. Make sure there's no rules regarding that for sure.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Level Up Vending. Have we said that name before? I'm not sure we said that name before, but Level Up Vending says, I have a location that says the kids cry when they don't win. Then the parents complain to the workers about it. Tried to offer them to keep toys behind the counter for stuff like that, but it didn't help. It's funny that you mentioned that because that's exactly why the ice cream and candy shop asked me to bring back the hot stuff claw machine because, number one, they said it just fit their vibe better. Like it looked more retro, which is kind of like, their how their store goes. But also they said that kids weren't winning enough on the new machine I brought in. And what's funny is the ratios were set the same, exactly the same. So I don't know if maybe just one person noticed something more than another person. I don't know. But that was one of the same reasons why they told me they wanted that other machine back.
It's really funny how you have locations that kind of stuff happens, and
yeah,
and the thing too is that I have mixed feelings about. I know a lot of people when they first put a machine at a location, they put their win ratio like super, well, I don't know if you want to say high or low, whichever way you want to look at it. So basically, people win a lot of prizes.
Yes.
When you first put it in the location, and my philosophy is, I think that's cool and all, but then people expect it. And they expect that it's going to pay out all the time, and then they're going to have the view of like, oh, they went and changed it, and there's already that kind of feeling that they're rigged and that kind of stuff. So we don't do that. I mean, we start ours at 8-1, which is what we run our machines at every location. We feel that they pay out more than most locations. Like if they go to a lot of the places around here with the big claw machines, you never win, but in ours, you're always winning. And at our locations, usually the workers are the ones getting the prizes with their tips, and then they keep them behind the counter like he's talking about, or she, and that seems to work for us. But it's weird how they'll get like a stigma of some kind of like, oh, that machine doesn't work or whatever, and it's so not true, you know. But you get like, you got to imagine that these people are stuck at this location like all day or all night long with nothing to do but talk crap about stuff, you know, and like look for something bad, because it just seems like in this world. Yeah. There's not much positivity, unfortunately, anymore. So it's always like, oh, you know, like we have a vending machine that we spent a lot of money on, and it's one of those ones with the touch screen that you saw at our hotel. And the workers there, for some reason, they hate that machine. And they're always looking for something wrong with it, you know? And it's like, it's a fat machine. Like, it's super nice. It's small. So we have to go there once a week and fill it up because that's all that would fit in the location. But they're always like, oh, you know, it didn't vend the first time. And I'm like, well, didn't it keep going and get you your candy? Oh, yeah, it did. But, you know, the first time it didn't vend for me. And I'm like, okay, but, you know, it's designed to have a sensor so it keeps spinning to make sure you get your candy bar, or it'll give your money back. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty legitly awesome, you know? Like, that's...
Totally, yeah.
Like, new vending machines are pretty bulletproof. And, like, that's an awesome feature where, like, it spins, it didn't drop something... So it spins it again, and then hopefully it drops, and if not, it refunds you, and you didn't lose anything. But, you know, or they'll say, oh, you know, it charged me, but it didn't give me anything, and I'm like, no, it didn't. You know, no, it didn't. So it's just funny, like you're saying, that they didn't like that certain machine, but, you know, or they'll get used to something, and you go and change it, and they're like, oh, you know, I don't like this new thing, and it's like, well, that was that's a twice as expensive machine, and you don't like it as much, you know. Oh no, we want the old crappy one. It's like,
yep, it's
okay,
funny.
We
funny
put
how
in this
that works.
Fancy new white one with all these cool lights, and now you want this old looking one. So I get where you're coming from. I just really feel like that's why having those good relationships with your locations, where you're like, no problem, you know, I'll swap it out.
That's
no
exactly
big deal.
what I said. Yep.
Yeah, and you did it on, you know, and you and her moved it yourself, and the two of you went in there, and I'm sure that impresses those kind of locations, because they see you and your wife doing it, busting your butt, you know, on your own doing it. Yeah, and I know it was like 150 degrees. I saw you sweating in that video, and I know it was hot that day because you had gone to the flea market.
Was so hot. Yes.
Oh, you were so hot, and I could tell. And I'm like, you probably wiped your face like 80 times before you filmed like a 5-second.
Before that clip. Yeah.
And I could tell because of how humid it gets there. But,
yes,
you know, that just goes to show that you're dedicated. And I think you'll probably have that location forever just because of that kind of service.
Oh, so I think so too. Yeah, because like I said, I want to focus on providing great service. And that's one thing I suggest all of you do, because especially when you're first starting out, you know, how are you going to compete with the larger vending companies? By providing excellent service. You can be there at the drop of a dime. You can do whatever you need to do to make sure things are right. So that's what I do. It's funny though, that because I brought back the old machine, and now it's having all these problems, and they're probably kicking themselves like, why did we ask him to bring that machine back?
Yeah,
because now it's out of order. But we're gonna have it resolved.
Now you feel stupid because
I totally do.
But level of vending, my advice would be to have, you know, good conversations with the people that work there. Yeah. Leave them a basket of prizes, you know, for them. The stuff that you don't care about, like, you know, if it's the cheap, you know, Pop-It toys or something like that, just leave them a basket and say, you know, let's try this and see if it works, you know, and if kids don't win or something, just give them something, you know, and then, you know, and see how it goes. And but talk to them about it. Don't take offense to it, because like I said, they're there and they have nothing to do but complain, and they're the ones standing there looking at the kid crying while you're at home watching YouTube. You know what I mean? So I mean, think about it that way. I mean, they're the ones that have to deal with those customers. So, you know, you got to look at the roles were reversed. You'd be like, man, this stupid machine, like, it never pays out, and the kid's crying. But we know different. it probably paid out to 3 people before the kid walked up there. But that's how it works. So, anyways, try to build a good relationship with them. So, anyways, here's another question.
John,
Sorry.
let's take this question and then let's talk about the giveaway. Because we're already 1/4 of the way through the stream, so it's time to do that.
Sure, I have it ready.
So, Comp Magic says, "How about can you share an instance where a big mistake led to an important learning experience?" I'm trying to think. I know I've made mistakes, but I'm having trouble thinking about one right now. Do you have anything?
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing for us that the biggest mistake that we made, sorry, I was getting this window open, was wanting to grow too fast. I think that was our biggest mistake. And I think that we wanted to be quick play in 2 weeks. We wanted to be, we wanted to have like David and have over 200 machines in 2 months. And it takes time. It takes time to grow. We had to do a loan to get started, like a lot of people do, and just take your time. That's my advice. Is that you're not going to run out of locations. Nobody's going to outgrow you. You don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Just take your time and grow as you feel comfortable, and that as your business can grow. And do the smart things in the beginning, like get your LLC and get insurance and spend the money on the stuff that you need to protect yourself and your equipment and stuff like that, and just take your time. That was our biggest mistake. Is for the first 2 years, I felt like we're always trying to catch up, and I don't want people to be in that situation, because they will make money, you will pay yourself back, but it does take time. And if you keep expanding, it's going to be even longer. So buy some stuff, pay it off, buy some stuff, pay it off, and make sure you cover all your bases with your business and protect yourself, and you'll grow. Trust me, you'll grow fast, but just don't grow too fast. That's our biggest mistake.
That's kind of the beauty of the whole vending business is you can scale it at whatever speed you want. You control that, so it's very cool. I did think of a mistake I made one time that I learned from, and it was kind of when I put one of my first claw machines out on location. I had watched a YouTube video on setting all the settings for it, and just put it out there. And then when I went back, a couple days later, all the prizes were won because
that was your.
So I set the settings per the YouTube video, but I didn't actually test because I wasn't using the same prizes they were. And so obviously things are different. So you need to really make sure that you go in there and you test everything properly with the prizes that you're using to make sure that the settings that you may have been told or seen on YouTube are going to work for you, because they're not always going to be the same for everyone, even though they're the same machines.
And do it all at home before you even take it out to location.
Totally.
And when you get there, don't assume that they're the same as when you left home, or double check them when you get there, because sometimes things get moved or changed or whatever it is, or you add some toys you didn't have in there before that you need to test. But make sure you double check everything before you leave. Make sure because you can test your Niax or your Kiosoft and stuff at home, but then make sure that you got a good connection when you get to the location, because it doesn't always work the best. So make sure you're testing everything, and double and triple check it. I see that Natasha on her Love for Claw Machines on her videos, she does a really good job of testing her machines every single time she goes to fill her location. She's always testing to make sure they work before she leaves, which I think is brilliant and something that we don't do enough of. Run coins through your coin mech, run dollar bills through your dollar bill acceptor and stuff before you leave, because there's nothing worse than going a whole week and open up your DBA and there's no money in it. So, because you didn't check that they stuck pennies in your DBA or whatever it was before you left. So that's a really horrible feeling. So, okay, giveaway.
Pennies.
Sorry. There it is.
Is it working?
It says go to System Preferences.
He doesn't have all those new computer settings done yet, guys.
I didn't do, So it says dialogue, security, and privacy.
So while Jonathan's working to pull that
Sorry.
up, I'm just going to start talking about it because you guys know we're giving away a crazy claw machine from candymachines.com. We are literally 4 weeks away, 4 Wednesdays from today, or 4 weeks. One of you out there is going to be the lucky winner of the new crazy claw machine from candymachines.com. So I just want to say thanks to Andy, Chris, and all the team over there at candymachines.com for working with us for this giveaway. Guys, this isn't a mini claw machine. No, it's not a medium size. This is a full-size claw machine. 31-inch, really cool-looking machine, bright LED lights, so many cool things. Your customers are going to see it from a mile away. And like we said, we're giving one of these away in 4 weeks. So all you need to do to register to win is go on over to our Discord server. Find that little rocket ship tab that says something along the lines of Claw Crazy Giveaway, candymachines.com, something like that. Click on that tab, and inside you'll find the link to the form. Click on that link, fill out the form, and then you're registered to win. One more time, we're giving that away on July 31st, so make sure you guys get signed up to win that Claw Crazy Claw Machine.
Man.
I did that all on camera.
I know, that was pretty good. Sorry. Oh, there it is.
Of course, once I'm finished, you're prepared now.
Oh, no, that's not. Oh, yeah.
No,
I can do this
you're
another
not.
time. I won't. I do need to. I'm going to have to send you the link then, because I have the wheel for the giveaway that we need to.
You can send me that link.
Yeah, I'm going to send you that link, and you're going to have to do it, because I'll have to figure this out for next time. Sorry, guys. Let me send you that real fast while we're
We
talking.
need to put up the bars, the color bars that says "Please stand by." Technical difficulties, right?
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Go back to comments. Okay. So let's see. Oh, we're getting watched on the TV. I'll share that one with you.
There we go. All right. Brawlicon says, "Good evening, gentlemen. I'm watching you on my TV and the Captain's Auction Warehouse on my phone." Is there an auction going on right now?
I didn't know there was a captain's auction in California right now.
On a
Is there really?
Wednesday night or Wednesday evening for
Maybe
West
he's
Coast
just
people?
looking at the inventory that's coming up. Maybe there's one this
Oh.
weekend. I'm wondering. Let me send this to you right now.
That would be funny to simulcast the auction or something like that, and us comment on.
Yeah,
everything
how
going
cool
on.
would that be?
That'd be fun. Maybe
That
we'll
would
have to
be
do that
fun
one
live.
of these times.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be really fun.
Maybe we'll have to do that one of these weekends.
I
when
would
there's an
love to
auction
do
going
that.
on.
That's a great idea because
All I know is
I'd
the-
love. It's not like I have anything that I could say much other than a little bit, but with your input, I mean,
Yeah.
how much you would have to say would be like your vast knowledge would be pretty awesome.
But
So-
I think those auctions literally last all day long, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like they're like all day auctions, even multiple days sometimes.
Really,
Maybe we could try it out for a
it's a
couple
big.
hours.
I
and
know
see
it's
how
a
it
big
goes.
auction. I know that, and I'm gonna send you this image too because I don't know if you can put it up on your screen also. The
I
giveaway.
probably can. Yeah, I probably can
Okay.
if you want to send it
Let
to
me see if I
me.
can send you that one too while we're here. So hold on one second. I'll send you that.
But
also.
you can't text them to me. That's on my phone, not on my computer.
No, but can't you send it to your computer?
Let me see. Let me see. Look at you. You're texting them to me. You couldn't just email it to me?
Oh, I could have.
Let me try that. Let me
Hold
try
on.
that.
I'm sending you the image. So I sent you the wheel, but I can email you them both. That way, I just had it in
Yeah,
text.
just email them to me if you could.
Oh man. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can. This.
Ryan Graves wants to know, is the Yao giveaway going to be on this stream? The answer is yes, sometime this evening.
So sorry guys. Give me a second here. Cancel. Let me copy this. Copy. I haven't done this in a while. I might have to see. So compose. All right.
Comp Magic says, Jonathan, your Mac is failing you. Time to move to PC.
It's not. It's user error. It has nothing to do with the Mac, unfortunately. It's just me not setting. I didn't know I had to set up sharing preferences, so that's my bad. So sorry about that, you guys. So I sent you one email with the link to the wheel, and then I'm sending you another email right now with the image. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
That one
right.
came through. There we go.
Okay. You should have both now. If I did my job correctly, let me go back to the
Let's
comments.
see.
Okay.
No. No, the first one came through with no body to the email, just your signature, and that's it.
What?
Let me check the second one. Second one came through with the image, so that one worked. But the link for the wheel is not there.
Hold
so if
on.
you want to resend that one.
Yep, I will right now. Let's see if it works. Let's try it again. All right, you should have it now. Unless I'm an idiot, which I never said I wasn't. So, okay, back to questions. Ready?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
All right, Dunclaw Vending says, well, you just took it away.
No, it's there.
Now
Is it
it's
not
back
there?
up. It keeps jumping up and...
Okay.
You guys, I'm not crazy, right? Is it showing up and then disappearing for you? Right?
I don't know, man.
I think Jonathan's trying to play tricks on me, so I look like the fool now. Anyway,
Sorry.
all right. So Dunclaw Vending says, I have a location with 2 minis with lots of room to add more machines and possibly a full arcade. Ooh. That's very cool. What would you recommend adding? A mini Magic Cut, a key catcher claw, or a punch out arcade? When you say punch out arcade, are you talking about punch out like the Nintendo
Boxer.
from the 80s or an actual like punching machine? Yeah, I'm guessing you mean a punching machine. Although, my heart goes to the old Nintendo Punch-Out games. So you've got 2 minis, which have prize lockers. So the key catcher is obviously a really good machine. In fact, the key catcher is on sale right now. I think Andy put it in the Discord.
$400 off.
$400 off on the key catcher right now. So that might be a good option. It is one of my top earning machines, and I'm hearing the same from a lot of other people as well. So that might be a very good addition to your location. But depending on what type of location it is can also play a factor into what machines might perform better there. So let us know more about, the type of location it is.
I'd recommend if you have the room to do one of the bigger Magic Cuts, cut to wins or something like that. Like the pipeline ones are really, really, really attractive. Like you can see them like a mile away. The big cut to wins, those are popular. Like he's talking about, like anything with prize lockers built into the bottom, like the key catcher is a pretty sweet machine, because then you get the benefit of having prize lockers in the machine, which is awesome. The boxers, you just have to be a little bit careful and make sure you have really good insurance, liability insurance for the boxers, because people like to say they hurt themselves and want to sue you and that kind of stuff. So you need to protect yourself with some insurance, which they really have no kind of leg to stand on, because that's just part of the game, but they do like to try. So and then you need to make sure that that's okay with your location, because we have a location that we originally were going to put one in, and then after further discussion, they said they didn't want it just because they didn't want the liability they see of people on TikTok and stuff running across the room and trying to kick them or
doing roundhouse kicks and stuff like
and
that.
punching other people in the face and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. So just protect yourself and be careful. But they make good money from what I understand, but you need to realize there's good with the bad on those. But cut to wins are always super popular. And so hopefully that helps. As far as arcade games and stuff, they just don't bring in the cash like they used to. If you can find some used ones for relatively inexpensive, then definitely. There's a lot of new bar type games out there. I don't know if it's a bar location or like it has a bar at the location, but like that beer pong. It's not beer pong, but that pong game that we saw that we did a video about is really popular. And then the over the edge machines, with those, anything that you're going to get prizes out of or that you're going to have any kind of redemption from, like those over the edges crush it. And like Pipeline Games has a new one that's a small version of that. So it's a single player over the edge type.
That was the Lookout Below.
Lookout Below. That's it. Yeah.
Below.
That's a great machine to put in there. So you could do like a cut to win, and a Lookout Below would be a great combo together in that. And then the clip machines are popular right now too, where they'll have all the stuff hanging from them, and you can do bigger prizes, like the free spin from Candy Machines, or there's one that Pipeline Games has also that it's a clip machine. I can't remember the name of it, but those are really popular right now. So something to look at.
I think the clip machine with Pipeline is called Poke a Prize.
Poke a prize with the hand. It's got the
Yes,
finger.
big finger.
Yeah, that's really cool looking. And that one was really popular at the show. Poker Prize, thank you. I'm glad your brain is working tonight because mine isn't.
Of course.
But yeah, no, those would be great machines, and it gives you a lot of variety. You know, you have 3 totally different machines that everybody will want to play each one, so you're going to get more plays versus having like 4 claw machines with a few different things in them. You'd have a bunch of different types of play, which would be popular. And then having the over the edge, or the not the over the edge, but the lookout below, like that below. Machine. You get good stuff in there. Those are really popular.
So he did specify it's a Mexican seafood restaurant with live music. That sounds pretty cool.
It does. So that's, you know, you do have that bar scene where people are drinking and stuff. So I'd probably stay away from the boxing machine.
I would stay away from the punching machine as well.
Yeah, I would stay away from that one. That's just my 2 cents. Just because I know that those places can get kind of rowdy, and you know, stick with the stuff like that, like anything where they get to win prizes, they'll love, and
definitely prize type machines. Yeah, I agree. All right, AAA Vending says, when you have to pay commission for your location, when do you add up to pay the people? I'm sure there's lots of different ways to do it. I typically, what I do, I do it multiple ways. So like for the game store, you know, we do all our adding up right there on the location during the collection, and we just pay them out right there. But for places that we don't have as much interaction with, like the laundromat, we'll actually run the report, the NIAX reports at the end of the month, because it tells you cash and card payments. And then I'll calculate the amount that I'm going to pay them, and I literally just stuff it in an envelope, slide it under their office door. So there's multiple ways to do it. Yeah.
And I've heard people do it multiple ways too. You know, like it depends on the location, and they do it differently depending on the location. So, you know, a lot of owners don't like their employees handling the money. So they want you to basically do something with the envelope or write them a check and send it to them or whatever it is. So it just depends on the location, but there's multiple ways to do it. It's just a lot of people also don't like to go out to the car and count cash in their car and then separate it and that kind of stuff, depending on what kind of machines they have. So they'll go home and do it and then write a check. That's how we do our commissions for the locations that we have, where we do that. We send them a check once a month. So it's just easier for us. So, all right.
So while you're looking for the next comment, I'll share another thing I thought of about this week, and actually just resolved it today. So I had a guy reach out to me from my vending machine, and like, because I put my business name, and it's vending and games. So he reached out to me, called my number, just this random phone number, and it was an out-of-state phone number, but obviously he lives here, wanting to know if I repaired arcade games. And I'm like, well, actually, yes, I do. Oh, what's going on? So he had an Arcade Legends machine. They're sometimes referred to as Ultracades. They're multicades, and I think they were by Chicago Gaming. And I'm pretty sure they don't sell them anymore, because I'm not sure they got all the licenses they needed for all those games. But basically, his was just not booting. And generally, when something won't boot, first thing I think of is it's a power supply issue. So, but the problem was I didn't have time to go to his location or to his house and diagnose the problem and then have to come back here and then go back and forth and everything. So I know those machines, they use a computer inside.
Yeah.
So I said, do me a favor, drop your computer off for me, and then I will be able to take a look at it more at my leisure, probably like, 11, 12 o'clock at night, because that's when I've got free time. So he dropped it off. I opened the machine up, took a look at everything looked okay. Plugged it in, powered it on, it booted up just fine. So I measured the power supply. Voltages were spot on, so I knew it wasn't a power supply issue. So I started inspecting more along the actual motherboard of the computer, and I found 5 capacitors that were all like bulgy on the top. I was like, that's not right. So I changed out those capacitors, thing came right back to life.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. So worked out pretty well for him. He came and picked it up today, and it was good to go. Installed it back to the machine. Cool. Everything's working good.
Those are cool little machines. I mean, they don't have a lot of games on them, but I mean, for at the time, it was pretty cool to have. You know, I think it was
yeah.
20 games or something.
Well,
wasn't it?
I think they had like expansion packs and stuff. He said he's got like 200 and some games on his.
Oh, nice.
So I think he got all the expansion packs, and I think he was so worried that it wasn't going to be able to be repaired because he had already bought all those expansion packs and installed them in the machine. And I don't think you can get them anymore because I think, like I said, I think they ran into some trouble with licenses or something like that. Yeah, so he was very excited that he was able to, run again.
Nice. Good job, man. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
You got all kinds of skills.
I try. All right, Ryan Graves says, what type of locations do you recommend for mini claw machines? Restaurants, play areas, grocery stores, outside, etc.?
All the above.
I personally would avoid outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, restaurants, laundromats, car places, grocery stores. I mean, I know you do pretty well with your grocery store locations, right?
Yeah. Those are harder to come by anymore. A lot of the corporate.
That's true. There's not a lot of mom and pop grocery stores anymore.
Yeah, after COVID, they all just said we don't want that stuff in our stores anymore, and they kind of put a kibosh on it. Or like if you do Dollar Tree or one of those are ran by an outfit that does Pelican, that does a lot of locations, and you have to pay to belong to it and stuff like that. So it's a little harder to come by grocery stores nowadays, but definitely, I mean, anything ice cream, anywhere there's bodies, they're going to walk by your machines. That's where you want to be, and that are busy, and it doesn't always have to be kids. So adults like to play your machines too.
I mean, like I would think that like my video game store location, I've got multiple machines in there, and it's not all kids there for sure. There's plenty of adults that play those machines. I've got access to their security camera, so I can log in and just kind of watch to see who's playing the machines. And 9 times out of 10, it's adult males. I mean, it's crazy, but that's just how it is.
Yeah,
and I get it because when I go a place, I'm the one that's usually playing those machines.
Yeah. So Albert, I'm wondering, you must be in California because you're saying it's 106. Where we're at right now, it's even hotter up here right now. So we're at 109 right now up here in Northern California. We're having the craziest heat spell. We're supposed to get up to like 115 this weekend, something like that. We're even hotter than Arizona, which is insane. So I was like crazy. Talking to David. I'm like, oh man, you guys must be roasting. He's like, actually, it's not that bad down here. I'm like, oh, we're dying.
Yeah.
So and we got fires too, which is not good.
That happens.
But
so
yeah,
411.
It sounds like California.
Yeah, the sun went down here, so it's only 78 degrees here now. But I'm sure the humidity's up there. Let's see. Can we get a humidity check? Let's see. Does it tell me? Let me pull it up real quick. Humidity 87%. Yes.
Damn.
87% humidity. That's no fun.
Ugh.
Marco says, have you heard from Waco's Car Wash? Yes. He has been active in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
But he must have something else going on Wednesday evenings for the time being. I don't know.
Yeah, because he hasn't been in for a while. And usually he does all of our super chats for us, which is awesome. He gets people going.
He has been active in the Discord, though, for sure.
Yeah. So, here we go. Here's another question.
This one from Caden Harrison says, how do you go about moving a machine if you feel isn't performing well? One thing I will say is I don't move a machine until I have a new location for it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yep.
Because if you pull it and put it in your storage unit or in your garage or in your shop or wherever, it's going to make even less money than at the low performing location. So treat those low performing locations as temporary storage that might pay for itself instead until you can find a better location.
100%.
But honestly, if you're wondering about what you need to tell that location or what you need to tell the business, I would just be honest. They're business owners too. I would just say this machine is just not performing up to a level where I can continue to have this machine here. And
yeah, especially if it's a local and you're going to end up going there eating or seeing them or whatever all the time. Like if you're not going to go back, then it's a different story. But yeah, you need to make sure you keep up that relationship.
Right.
And you never know, So
like we've all got that one location where we're probably better off to move the machines right now. Like for me, it's my diesel garage location. That location is just so slow. It only, it does a couple dollars a day, and it's just like man, if I had the
Yeah.
time to go out and find a new location, I would probably have already pulled those machines, and I would be honest with them. I'd be like, listen, guys, I'd love to keep providing service, but it's just not cost effective. That's what I would tell them, and they would understand, because if their business wasn't cost effective doing business as they were doing it, they would change their business model too.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't ever worry about having those conversations. I would say, just if you do have to have that conversation, though, don't go in there and beat around the bush and hem and haw. Just be straight with them. Just be honest.
Yep.
It's just business. Kevin Tyler says, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, guys, smash that like button. Help other people find the stream. We would really appreciate that.
This is more of a question for you. We didn't start till after this, so.
All right. Comp Magic says, how did your business adapt during the pandemic or other crises? What lessons have you learned from managing your business during a crisis? And do you have a crisis management plan in place for future unexpected events? So obviously, things were slower. People were staying home. People were afraid to go out and touch your vending machine. So there was a drop in sales, but otherwise, like I said, the vending business is one of those things where it's almost recession proof, right? Like, people are always going to need to buy drinks. People are always going to want to buy snacks, especially in locations where they're stranded or they're trapped or they can't easily go to the restaurant that's next door or something like that. Therefore, like I said, I did see a dip in sales because people were staying home. People weren't going to the barbershop. The barbershop was closed, things like that. Things closed. And, while we did see a decrease in sales, I think maybe we lost a little bit of, expired products or something like that, but it wasn't the end of the world. It wasn't really that big of an impact, honestly. Once those places opened back up, the sales went right back up. And I know you, Jonathan, you said you probably didn't have as much dealing with all that during the pandemic as I did, but it honestly wasn't that bad for me.
Well, like right now, with summertime and the heat, like where we are, it's hot right now. We're in a heat wave. So last week we were in the hundreds. This week we're even up to close to 115 this week. And so last week we were down, like our numbers were down significantly from what they have been, just because people aren't going out. They're not going to go drive around and get in their hot cars and go places unless they absolutely have to. So that's just how it works. They'd rather stay home and leave the doors closed and have their air conditioning on. And that's just part of the game. So this week we're up, so far compared to where we were last year. And it's weird because it's hotter. So you never really can tell what's going to happen.
Well, and there's so many factors too that can play into that. Obviously, weather is one of them, temperature and all that stuff. But like, I know it's a roller coaster, and it's always going to be a roller coaster. And we need to expect ups and downs. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
But like, I am doing more than double than I did last year as of this time. And one of the key factors in that is just adding credit card readers to as many machines as I possibly could. There's so many things that you can do to change the way that your business operates to make it easier to make more money.
Yeah.
And so that's why we talk about credit card readers so much, because who is carrying cash in their pockets these days? Nobody. Unless it's my customers at the laundromat, not a whole lot.
Yeah. So the other part of your question too, about crisis, having the management plan or whatever crisis management plan, that goes back to what I was talking about earlier of not expanding too soon. Mm-hmm. Like, don't get yourself in hot water or over your head in debt and trying to expand too fast. Just grow slowly, and then that way, if something does happen, what if all of a sudden you have 5 restaurants that are all owned by one person and they all go under, and you don't have 5 machines out. So, just make sure that you have, yourself, that you're comfortable and that you're taking your time. And then that way you won't run yourself into, if your machines are paid for, and sure, they're not making money, but at least they're paid for. At least you don't have a bill you got to pay every month because you haven't paid your machines off. So make sure you stay in the black as much as you can and take your time. That was one of our big mistakes. So definitely you'll get there and you'll grow. So
totally. All right, Comp Magic says most non-arcade setups, i.e. standalone claw, do not have much tracking outside of your credit card reader software. Do you have other ways to collect data on customer behavior or preferences?
Yes.
I'm not sure what you mean by behavior or preferences, but they do track how many plays are on the machines for since the last time you were there. They do track money in, so I'm not quite sure what other behaviors.
I think he
or
means like
preferences you might be
what's
looking for.
popular and stuff, and popular prizes do very well. We're pretty good at remembering like what we put in our machines. We have a pretty good mix that we put in our machines, and usually it's a little bit of everything in that machine, so we know what's doing well. And you'll start to see trends. Like you'll go back and you'll see like a certain thing's always left there.
You'll remember
like,
what's still there and what's
yeah,
what's
and you're
missing,
like, okay, why do I have 5 of
Like-
these and
like
everything
one-
else is gone?
One
so-
example I'll give is those question mark mystery boxes that I put in the key catcher claw machine at the game store. They're always the first thing to go.
Yeah, ours is the Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Those always go first for some reason. We do those boo packs, and those are every time we go back, there's no boo packs left. So we always leave those sticking out of the top, and they could dance around all the stuff and leave
Right.
But no, the cards are all gone every single time. But in keychains, those are always the first things that go randomly. Then it goes into plush, but it's always the popular plush first, and then what's left is the stuff that's not that popular. So like usual, so you'll know what's doing well, and then next time you order your toys, you won't order those ones that don't do well. It also depends on the time of year. So like right now, like Deadpool stuff's crushing it, because the movie's coming out and everybody's super excited. And then we do Halloween stuff, we do Christmas stuff. A lot of people don't. But it does do well in our machines, but a lot of people won't stock it just because they don't want to have special stuff for the holidays. But we think it's fun, so we do that. And then we'll have stuff left over. Sure, it doesn't do, super great, but it is something that brings interest to your machine. The people that are always seeing your machine, and they know that you kind of theme it to the holidays. People like that kind of stuff. They know that you care about what you put in your machine. And what do? You throw it in a tub, and we have Halloween stuff ready for this year. So it's not going to go bad, which is great. So definitely. But that's how we track it. We just keep track of what's selling, what's not, what people like. And then you can buy stuff that's really not that great, but it's great filler, So then you can have your nice stuff, and then you just have some stuff that kind of fills up your machine and then gives you a little more. It's kind of like those knobby balls and stuff like that you put in those like emoji squishy balls and stuff that you put in your machine. Like nobody wants those, honestly. Like nobody cares.
They're great filler, and they're super cheap.
They're great filler. Yeah. Same with poppets. Poppets aren't really popular anymore, but they take up space, which is great to fill up the machine. And sometimes they get them along with something else and they get excited. But yeah.
It's funny though, because those went through that same cycle that like the fidget spinners went through.
Yeah.
Right? Remember, people were crazy for them, and then they weren't.
We have a fidget spinner that's been in our machine for 3 years, and it's always sit there, and nobody takes it. Nobody wants to win
funny.
it.
That's so funny.
We still keep it in there, but
yeah, I love this question from Zachary. He says, "Hey, I got a question. Which holiday hurts for business most, and which one is your best for business?" This could be taken a couple ways because obviously, like certain holidays are going to close businesses where your machines are going to be. Some will not. Like I'm already expecting tomorrow, being Independence Day here in the States, to make little to no money. The only place that's really going to make money for me tomorrow is going to be the laundromat.
yeah.
Part of it is because people are off work a lot, so they're going to be out doing errands and stuff like that. And the laundromat's 24/7, but the majority of people here are going to be at the beach. And I don't have any machines at the beach.
Convenience stores, liquor stores, grocery stores.
And the fireworks stores, like those kind of places. Those kind of places are going to be super busy. None of my locations, if they're even open, are going to be busy. So I'm
in our town, they roll up the sidewalks tomorrow, and nobody's open. So besides the fireworks booths, that's it. Yeah.
Right. Oh, do you guys have fireworks booths too?
Oh yeah.
Like it's so funny. They pop up in every parking lot here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Every third block, there's in our tiny little
so
town.
Funny. It's it's almost like a food truck, but with fireworks. You know what I mean? So funny.
And it sucks because they're not even close to as good as they used to be, unfortunately. And all the illegal stuff, like they clamp down on it really hard here.
Not here.
Oh man, it's $1,000 fine minimum.
I could buy everything here in South Carolina.
Oh, I wish I would live.
You want mortars, festival balls, all that kind of stuff?
Man.
I could buy it all.
Yeah, we wish that.
Yeah.
So you'd have to go to Not Reno, but
Nevada.
Nevada. Thank you. I kept saying Reno, Las Vegas, but Nevada, they don't have restrictions like that. So you can go there and do that. But like in towns like Tahoe or stuff like that, they're up in the hills, they have restrictions. But in Nevada, there's no restrictions. But if you get caught bringing it back over here, yeah, it's huge fines. And there's like, they've got little signs up on the highway saying, like no tolerance, zero tolerance, $1,000 fine minimum if anything's confiscated. So they're just really clamping down this year, and I think it's because of the fires. California is just like known for fires.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And they're just like, they don't want people's roofs on fire, and I mean, they had people launching them in the city. Like, they're so stupid,
Yeah,
But so
I'm
I get
sure.
it.
But I'll tell you what, though, like ever since the whole pandemic thing, while we're talking about that, the prices of fireworks have gone up so high.
Yeah.
My neighborhood, we used to do like a really nice display as a neighborhood every year. We would all kind of pitch in and go shopping together. Like all the dads would go shopping together, and
Yeah.
and but it just, the price has doubled. So we've really not done it the past couple of years.
Well,
so.
Amelia and Natalie went out earlier, and they picked up a huge bag of stuff. So I don't know how much it cost, but they got some big ones, and they're all excited about it. So yeah, we're not doing anything but just kind of hanging out at the house and maybe barbecue, and so keeping a low profile. But yeah, it's definitely fun. And I mean, we growing up, I mean, we had firecrackers and all that kind of stuff, and you just can't do that stuff anymore. So
That's right. Everyone out there, be safe tomorrow. Practice safety. Be smart. Use your head. All right. Ryan Graves says, at what profit margin for a mini claw machine is where you cut losses and move it to somewhere else? There's going to be a lot of different opinions for a question like that. Some people say if it does less than $50 a week. Some people say if it does less than $50 a month. I mean, it's going to be a lot of opinions.
I think your profit margin will be the same no matter where you go. It's about, you mean
sales.
How much profit?
It's about sales,
yeah, how many sales do you have is what you mean. And that's totally up to you. I mean, a lot of people are happy with having $30 a week. I mean, because if you think about it, if you have like a candy machine, you're only gonna do like $30 a month. So having a claw machine
at a good location, right?
At a good location, and usually it's $15 to $20 a month at the most. So if you have a claw machine doing $30 a week, most people, they might be happy with that. I see a lot of times in the Discord, you're like, oh man, my machine's only making $100 a week. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How much work?
Like $400 a month. That's great.
$400 a month. And how much work did you do this week? 15
5 minutes, if that.
Yeah, when you went to go fill it up and you're complaining because you're making $100 a week, that's awesome money for not doing a lot of work. And
go get 9 more machines and
exactly.
make $1,000
If you had 10 machines doing $100 a week, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So don't be too upset if you're not doing very well, and then one will make up for another. That's kind of like our full line is like that, where we have some locations that do amazing, but then what that other location does is helps us get rid of some of the product that doesn't sell well at another location or whatever. So we keep it in. I mean, it's still paying the bills, and it's not doing fantastic, but do we want to move it? No. Do we want to deal with all that? No. And do we have another location? No. So it sits, maybe if we get a new location, sure, we'll get a truck and move the dang thing, but I don't want to, So it's totally up to you on what you want to make. But I really feel like $30 a week is still awesome for doing not a lot of work. I mean, a lot of people, would complain, but man, well, how much work did you do? Nothing, So it's pretty cool. So anyways, and that's $30 a week in profit, not $30 a week total sales, because you got to figure out your costs and stuff. So
agreed.
We
should probably talk about the giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're about halfway through. All right,
let's
do that.
You have to share because I don't have anything.
Let me pull up this screen here.
Let me close my wheel. We still got to do that too.
I've got the wheel up ready to go too.
Okay, cool, sweet.
We'll probably do that in that last 30-minute mark or that 30.
Thank you for saving the day.
That's what I do.
I'm gonna grab a coffee while you're doing this real fast. I'll be right back.
You better hurry back.
Okay.
I'm not because I'm going dead air once I'm done. No, I'm just kidding. All right, guys, take a look at your screen. This time you can see it. So let's show you the giveaway. This is the Crazy Claw Machine. It's not a mini claw machine. It's not a medium-sized claw machine. It is a full-size claw machine, 31-inch claw machine. Again, this is the Crazy Claw Machine from CandyMachines.com. So myself, Matt from Galaxy Games 843, David from Xtreme Vending, our friends over at Quick Play, and Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group are working together with CandyMachines.com to bring you this Crazy Claw Machine. Like I said, it is a 31-inch claw machine. It's got durable frame construction, premium quality. Included, it will come with a coin acceptor. There is an option to upgrade to get the dual bill acceptors or a single bill acceptor. Of course, it's got the strength adjustments, all that good stuff. It's got the double optical prize detection system. There is an option for plates that you win. Just a great machine. Comes with a 1-year warranty. Credit card reader ready if you guys want to add a Nayax credit card reader or one of the other credit card readers out there. So many cool things. And like I said, we're giving one away 4 weeks from today. So on July 31st, we will draw one winner from the form that you can fill out. All you need to do to fill out that form is jump on over to our Discord server, click on that rocket ship tab to find the link to the form, fill out that form, and then you are registered to win that Crazy Claw Machine from CandyMachines.com. So get on over there, fill out that form, and get registered because we're giving it away on July 31st, guys.
Cool, man.
You're back? All right, you're back.
I'm back. I was only gone for a minute. So there was no water in the coffee maker, so I'll have to wait till.
Oh, no.
So I didn't have time to fill it, so I made it back. So, okay, next question. Actually, you know what? It's 7 o'clock. You want to do the wheel and do the drawing?
You want to do it right now?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it right now.
Okay.
Let me pull that back up. Let me go ahead and share screen one more time.
Some drum rolls going here.
So, do we want sound with it, or is it okay without sound?
It's without sound's fine, because we'll do the drum roll.
Okay. All right, let me get the share back up.
Okay. Should I put it big?
Yeah, you should put it big. That way everyone can see it. Okay, so we've got multiple people here, right?
Yep. So we might as well talk about what we do, so people know if they're new to the live stream.
Tell everyone about it.
So let me minimize this real fast. So just so you guys know, we have started a nonprofit called YOW, and YOW is Young Entrepreneurs of the World. It is a nonprofit designed around getting kids into the vending business. So the business you guys love so much, we're trying to get kids started to do what Amelia and Sam do, and a lot of other kids that are on this wheel are trying to do to get started into the business and learn about starting their own business and being in the world of vending, which is really cool. Also get involved with MBVA, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit, because they have a scholarship for kids to get into vending. But we want to get people involved and kids involved and teach them about starting their own business and stuff that you just don't learn in school. And it's a great business, and I think that it's a great opportunity. So these kids have submitted on Discord on our website, yowkids.org, a submission of a 1-minute video. We actually have a new one. Actually, let's do that first. Can you pull up? Sorry, I didn't mean to drop this on you last minute. Can you pull up the Discord? There's a new one in there today.
A new one in there today?
Yeah, and he's on the list. So let's show him first, and then we'll do the drawing. How about that?
Hold on, let me get over to that section here. Yeah,
sorry.
No heads up on that.
Sorry, man. I'm not doing the best tonight. But yeah, so but I did put it up today. He emailed me last night.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's let me. I'm sharing the wrong screen now, so let me stop.
And then I can't talk, so you're gonna have to do all the talking because otherwise I'll echo.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. We got to do the sound for this one. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing. You're gonna echo. So you can go ahead and put yourself on mute or whatever you need to do. Go ahead and make the screen big so we can see it here. So we do have a new entry for the YOW giveaway. This is from Ryan Graves. Ryan says, I would love to be chosen for a free machine to help kickstart my business and hopefully make my future full-time job. A little bit about myself. I absolutely love the idea of passive income and being my own boss. I have always been on the grind, making money, mowing lawns, washing windows, curb painting, and many more. Ever since I came across the vending business, I have just been in awe of the money you can make with minimal effort. My plans for the future are to invest in mini claw machines and build up a little empire, and then go on my mission and have my mom and my sisters take care of them while I'm gone. After that, I should have some money to give college a shot. As I go through college, I will plan on staying in college and getting a degree in physical therapy or leave to endure the vending business. I mostly plan on sticking to vending machines though. Anyways, I think the Yow thing is really cool, and it would be super helpful if I am chosen. Thank you so much. All right, let's watch Ryan's video.
Hello, my name is Ryan Graves. I am 16 years old and live in Utah. I've been in the business for a little under a year now. And a little bit about myself. I have about 2 bulk machines on location right now, making me about $40 to $50 a month, which isn't much, but I love the whole idea of having passive income and being my own boss, having my own hours. And I think having a free machine would be really awesome. It'd be a great kickstart to my business. And I also have been trying to get into mini claw machines, but I have not gotten into the funds yet. I've been doing side hustles to try to earn some extra money. Basically, all my money that I'm making is going towards my business. But yeah, thank you.
All right, so that was Ryan's video, and he is on the wheel for tonight. Let me go ahead and stop share. So if you want to take this off the screen for the time being, Jonathan.
Yeah, it's going to echo. There it goes.
Right. Okay. All right. So now that we got that taken care of, let me reshare the wheel, and I'll do it without sound, so you don't have to worry about the echo. All right. So if you want to go ahead and make that big, and you can you can kick it off, you can give us our drum roll, all that good stuff.
Okay, you ready? You tell me when you click it.
You want me to click it first, or you want to do the drum roll?
Well, I'll push the drum snare when you click it, or do I push the drum snare first?
All right.
I don't know.
We'll do this.
3.
We'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, and then when we get there, you play the drum roll, and I'll click it at the same time.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Yow giveaway. This is for June 2024. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Orion Cantley.
There you go, Orion Cantley. Congratulations. You're the June 2024 winner for the Yow giveaway. So thanks to CandyMachines.com for working with us on the next Yow giveaway. So cool.
Oh man, I'll email you tonight, Ryan, or tomorrow morning, and I'll get in touch with you, and we'll get everything over to Andy from Candy Machines, and then he can take care of you. So
and I want to say that Ryan's dad, Cody, if I'm not mistaken, is in the Discord on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah.
And sometimes in the live stream too. So I don't know if he's here tonight, but sometimes he is in the stream with us.
So cool. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
All right.
All right.
Remove that.
Go ahead and remove that. There we go.
Very cool.
So cool. Yeah.
Do
you want me to remove him from the wheel, or?
Do you know how? David had to do the wheel for me. He's the
There's
wheel
a
master.
button that says remove. I can remove him.
I haven't played with it. So yeah, David always does the wheel for us, because
there we go.
He's the master of the wheel.
He is the wheel master.
Yep.
All right, there we go. So again, congratulations. So cool to have yet another winner, and you'll be entered to win the Super Mini Claw machine at the end of the year too. All right, Try This DIY says, what insurance do you all use? I just use a local company, and I think they contract with a larger insurance company or something like that. But
so we use State Farm.
Yeah, it's one of those things I look at once a year.
Yeah, and we've had really good luck, and we're very happy with State Farm. So highly recommend them, and they get the whole vending thing, and they've been great to us. So definitely look into that. But like he said, any local business insurance company near you, stay local if you can, because they'll take care of you probably a lot more than some corporate business.
Oh yeah, it's great. Like I talk to the same girl every time I renew and everything. And very, very cool. It's nice to have a local person like that for sure. Dunclaw Vending says, what spin to win machines do you recommend, and where can I get them? Are they as profitable as mini claws? So I will say that I don't think there's a lot of data on them yet.
Yeah.
A lot of locations don't have them yet. I know I'm not currently operating any of those machines yet. So I think there's still more news to come on those. I will say, at both the IAPA 2023 show and the NBVA 2024 show, we got to see them in action.
Yeah.
And people were playing them. People seemed to really like them. Yeah.
Yeah. And they, you can get the, there's the free, or what's it called? The free spin at
Candy Machines.
Candy Machines. And then the one at the
Polka Prize.
Polka Prize at at Pipeline Games.
Yes.
Those two are, I think, are the best looking that I've seen out there so far.
Absolutely.
I know that Rainey from the Fang Amusements has one that is being, it's out, I believe. I haven't seen it, but it's supposed to be pretty sweet. So that's the three that I know of that are really good and have done pretty well for people. But as far as how well they do compared to everything else, I think it's one of those things you have as an add-on, to a location that you already have a claw machine, because claw machines will always do better than almost anything that's out
everybody
there.
recognizes claw machines.
Yeah.
At first they might see that machine and be like, what the heck is that? That looks way too complicated. So much going on, things moving around, spinning. I will say though, when I was just in Florida 2 weeks ago, and I went to that mall that has that crazy arcade that we did the video at a while back last November, and they actually had a mini version of a clip machine. So I'm not sure which manufacturer it came from. It wasn't one I'd seen before, but I did give it a play and I did win on my first try. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But there was a mini version. It was neat. All right, Try This DIY says, Matt, you mentioned going to different places for deals for full line vending. Do you have a reseller license at each store? You might not be able to answer this. No, I don't. I don't have a reseller license. But you can just go and buy, groceries at your grocery store. That's all it is.
Yeah, and he's really good at finding the deals. He's almost like a couponer.
Use that Flip app. I mean,
Yeah.
You can literally, if you're buying Coke products, you can type in Coke. It'll show you all the places in your local area Coke is on sale. Same thing for Pepsi, Red Bull, Gatorade. I use it for all that kind of stuff. Works out great. Yes, Claudad here is in the chat.
Yay!
That's Mr. Cantley says, woo, we are at the fireworks show. Thank you. And then says, Orion says, thank you. We posted a pic in the Yow Talk on the Discord. Let me jump over to that real quick.
Okay, maybe we can put it up for everybody to see.
I don't see the picture in the Yow Talk. Maybe it's not there yet. Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe no, it's not just straight Yow. No, I don't see anything in Yow Talk yet. But I'm showing the last message in there from me was May 30th. So I don't know if maybe I need to do some sort of refresh or something like that. I'm not always the best. I'm not always the best Discord guru.
So this looks like a two-part question. So we have to read two of them, and then I think we can answer it. I think it's like
Okay.
two-parter.
All right. So this one from Comp Magic says, can you talk a little bit about play to win? Cheap items at low cost, i.e. ducks, versus higher ticket prizes, maybe $4 value and maybe a $5 a play.
And then here's the second part.
Okay. Second part says, i.e. which do you feel is better? Low cost prizes for play to win for low cost charge versus high ticket items for high play charge. I personally...
Go ahead.
I've never seen a play to win machine just kill it. You know what I mean? I've never seen one do absolutely amazing. I've never seen one have Disneyland results. And part of the reason is because, yeah, sure, you have to put ducks in it or something like that. Or if you do have those higher end prizes, the cost to play is so much more expensive. And that's going to turn off a lot of people. But, if you have a regular claw machine that's not play to win, people are going to know going in, if they're going to put that dollar in the machine, that they might not have a chance of winning that prize.
Yeah.
And they're okay with that. And they might, be willing to spend even more than $5 or whatever your play to win cost would have been to try and win that prize.
So my 2 cents, 10 cents, whatever you want to say on this is that I've been working with a guy that got in the industry about 3 months ago, and he bought quite a bit of equipment and got into it. And he's in a play-to-win state in New Jersey, and he knew from the beginning that it was going to be a hard go because play till you win is not even close to as profitable as it is if you do a ratio, and he knew that. He bought a bunch of equipment. He's went into about 5 locations, and he still couldn't make it. He called me the other day and he said, "Man, I'm struggling. Like we're not making it." And he's like, "I need at least 20 to 30 machines before I'm going to be able to be at the point where it's going to be profitable for us to get going on this thing." And he goes, "And I don't want to take a $40,000 mistake and turn it into a $100,000 mistake." And it's I don't know what to tell him other than it's kind of your choice of what you want to do. But he thinks he's going to end it just because he's not going to be able to make it with a play till you win. So it's hard. If you're in a play to win state, I'd say really think hard about getting into doing vending because it's a hard thing to do. And if you have the ability to choose, don't do play till you win because it's not easy.
So I got to ask, because I know New Jersey is not necessarily a play to win state, because I've been to plenty of beach.
Maybe it's not New Jersey. I could be wrong. I thought it was New Jersey.
Well, it could be though, because you might have to have a special license to have ratioed games. So if it is New Jersey though, there is ways that you can get around the play to win thing. Hey, look who's here.
Hi, Jen.
Hey.
Hey, welcome. Look at you so official in your vending vehicle out on the route, right? In your Big League Chew t-shirt. Yep. That's so cool. I love it.
What's your opinion? We're just answering the question on what's your opinion play to win versus ratio?
Well, if your state allows ratio, I like that personally. But I kind of made my opinion one other time about this. I think it's kind of, it's like giving everyone a trophy if they get to win every time. Or yeah. I think it should be skill-based, though. I don't think that machines should not pay out. It should just be based on skill. Am I getting an echo? Is it echoing to you guys?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, it's just me. Okay, just want to make sure. But yeah, that's my opinion. I just think that it's more fun to have that chance of not winning. And so, I don't know, that's my opinion. I like the fun of it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I would much rather play a chance game or a skill game versus a play till you win game.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But what is everyone in the comments? I haven't seen what people are saying.
I haven't gone down to the bottom to see what people say, but
there's really not much in it.
Yeah.
Not much regarding the play till you win in the comments.
From a vending van. I was listening for a while, but it kept cutting out. I'm kind of in the boonies.
Well, you've got a good crystal clear connection now, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I saw the 5G,
as we say that, she starts breaking up.
Yeah.
I know. My phone says it's getting hot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So I'll hold it and not have it on the charger.
It is that time of year, for sure.
Yeah, Natalie just texted me that our air conditioner is making a weird noise, so hopefully it's going to do okay. Yeah, that's great.
If not, call me and I'll walk you through.
It's some high whining pitching noise. Anybody knows what a high whining pitching noise, she said, is? I have no idea. She said it's making some weird noise. So hopefully I wish she wouldn't have turned it off because I would have left it on. Hopefully it'll come back on. But yeah, I don't know what that sound is, so I'm a little scared. But I guess I'll have to figure that out.
I'm just thankful we have a basement we can go sit in.
Yeah, we don't have that, and it's 109 degrees here right now still,
yeah,
so we're dying.
Get your fans ready.
Hopefully it's going to kick back on.
Well, we put out 2 of my dad's cranes today, and this drive was only supposed to take me like 45 minutes to get there, and it took me 2 hours and 30 minutes because I saw 4 accidents on the freeway.
Jeez.
And I was halfway there and I was like, should I just turn around? But my dad's like, we got to get this done today because 4th of July, I want those cranes making money.
Yeah.
Totally.
So.
We all understand how that goes. All right. Comp Magic has another question, looks like. Says, I know it's best to have multi-payment formats, meaning cash, coin, credit cards, with standalone clause. But what are your thoughts on going only credit card, no cash or coin? Note, not talking kiosk or an arcade setup. So only credit cards on standalone claw machines out on location.
I think it depends on the location.
I talked to a few people at the convention that were going to start doing that because they wanted to have an employee that they didn't want to have handle any cash. And so I should reach back out to them and see how that's going for them. Because they were going to put out 20 minis that only took credit card.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I've seen people do that with full line vending machines and be very successful because I've got multiple locations that, like, literally when I go to do the collection, there's like a couple dollars in the cash box. It's like ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see those same results on a claw machine. And I would worry out on location that would take away from sales, not giving all the options, especially because, kids will ask their parents, Mom, Dad, can I have $1? Can I want to play the claw machine? And they're not going to hand them their credit card, but they'll hand them $1. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah. I would be afraid of missing out in that situation.
I think we're just not there yet. I think that it's going to happen with kids having money on their phone. Because doesn't Amelia get her money on her phone?
Yeah, she has it on her phone, yeah. Or she has a GoFundMe that she uses or whatever. Not GoFundMe. Is it GoFundMe? I don't know what it is. It's a little kids.
Buy me a coffee thing? Or
what is it? Oh, GoHenry. GoHenry, Natalie said. GoHenry. Yeah, she has a GoHenry card that she uses that we put money on. And then she has the Apple Pay too. But I feel like if it's, at certain locations, you're just not going to get the play. So... Yeah. For example, like, grocery stores, Mexican restaurants, those types of places always do quite a bit of cash. I don't know why, but those are our biggest cash spots. But like you said, with full line, I could totally see those going cashless. 100%.
And if they're doing it to avoid it getting broken into, my dad said that he talked to a guy on an airplane that did ATMs. And he was doing Bitcoin ATMs, and he had a whole line of them broken into, even though there's no cash in there.
They don't care. They don't know that. Yeah, they just.
Yeah. And so I still think that you're going to have the same amount of vandalism, whether it takes money or not.
And that's what that's why we did the stand. We have that claw stand and stuff for that reason. Is that they're not going to be able to steal the machine. It keeps them from banging it around. Like, I mean, it is a thing that happens. And I think ATM machines need those kind of stands too, because I mean, people just, they just haul them off.
I forgot to tell you, I got a location because of your stand.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, she goes, we're in the ghetto, right? And I go, yeah, but I have some machines that have a base on them that it'll make it hard for them to like take it out, or it'll gash their shins when they try.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Ouch.
58 pounds, man. Try lifting that thing, and it's not going to happen.
She got so excited. She goes, I'm ready for some bloody shins.
All right. That settles it. We need to make a commercial for you, Jonathan. We're
bloody shins.
And like, I'll do the voiceover work, and we'll say, only stands. Bringing you bloody shins.
And
in a world.
She's like, if you put one of those on it, I am down. She's like, but anything else, she's like, we could chain it to the place and they'd still try to make a run for it.
There is another guy that told me he got a location because of it too, that they had somebody in there before and they had theft. It was at a boba shop that was right on a busy street. And they said that people were coming in there and trying to mess with the machine all the time. And one guy tried to haul it out the door. And he goes, well, I got a stand that I can put on there. And they're like, to bring it in. They're like, yeah, bring it in. And he's like, dude, I totally got the location. And he goes, I know it's going to be super busy. And I'm like, awesome. So, yeah, it's totally great. I'm excited. I think it's going to solve a lot of problems. So, very cool. I'm excited. That's very cool, Jen.
Yeah. So we'll just have to wait till they all get here.
Okay.
Love
Oh
it.
yeah, look at
20
this.
of them. My 20
Everybody,
of them coming.
we didn't say that.
We did say that because we talked about on
I didn't
the,
say Happy
the
4th of
holidays.
July. You said be careful. I didn't say Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th
All
of
right.
July.
Happy 4th of July to everyone in the States watching tomorrow or watching tonight. Happy 4th of July tomorrow.
What
If
are you
you're
doing
not
tomorrow, Jen?
if-
We're building a small deck, so that's what we're working on.
Nice.
Man.
Yeah. My mom's in Vegas though. She just sent me a picture. They're at the Beatles show in the like dome globe thing.
Oh,
Ooh, in the
Yeah.
the
in
sphere. Oh yeah, that place
Sphere.
looked cool. The kids couldn't
Yeah.
believe that it was right outside our window. They thought that was the coolest thing that they could see. So they were always staring at it, waiting for the emoji to come on there. And
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we rode the monorail and literally we could have touched it.
yeah,
Right?
wasn't that cool?
So cool. It was so cool.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go
I need
back.
to buy
So
tickets. I'm gonna go to ASD, and so
yeah.
I want to go see something while I'm there.
Speaking of Vegas, I think now's a good time to talk a little bit more about the NBVA. And how
Yes,
cool
let's
it
do
is.
it, Jen.
Now that Jen's here as well, especially. I am so looking forward to next year in Vegas. I've been to 2 NBVA shows and I've had a blast at both of them. So much fun. And I got to say though, last year was so much different than the year before. We had so many new people there. It was so cool to see all those new people there. And the first year we took a group picture that was really cool, and then last year's group picture was ridiculous how many people were in that group picture. And next year, I'd like to see us get it even bigger. So we need to talk about it a lot more and all the benefits and all the fun and all the cool things to see by attending the NBVA show. And it's every March in Las Vegas, right? We got the president
Yes.
of the NBVA right here. Now, you've been going to the NBVA a lot longer than the rest of us, right? What can you tell us about how it was maybe 10 years ago compared to how it's been the past couple of years?
I would say 10 years, it's about the same. We do have more people now. But I would say if you go back about 20 years, it was like double the size. Like our amount of booths were significantly more. And I would say each vendor had a lot bigger stuff, but it kind of goes in waves, and I'm excited on the trajectory.
Yeah, I was thinking 20 years ago would have been early 2000s, maybe late 90s, early 2000s, so to speak. And I'm trying to think about what vending was like back then. Now, obviously, I wasn't in the business, but I feel like there was so many more bulk vending options back then. And one thing in particular really stands out, and you probably remember these, and Jonathan, I'm sure you remember these, but the homies, right?
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
remember the homies?
Yeah.
Jonathan and I were just talking about them the other day.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, unfortunately, I never got to be a part of the homies craze.
Well, you might get to.
Really? What are you saying?
Mhm.
What are you saying?
So A&A is going to be bringing some in.
No.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not.
Ooh, well, you guys heard it here
but I-
first.
Yeah, I was talking to Brian Covens, and I was like, so I know that the homies are still around, and why are you not doing anything with them? And he goes, oh, but we are. And so be looking.
Uh-oh, I think
Did I cut out?
you did
Just for a
cut
second.
out.
Yeah,
Just for a
my
second.
dad called me.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Gotcha. It's all good.
But there should be some homies coming out through them. But I know that the artist has been putting out like little toys.
Yeah. All right.
So
So let's see what
Did I
bulk machine.
freeze?
Okay. No, you're good. So obviously, I want to
Okay.
get my hands on some of
and
those.
there are people that are running the stickers,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of like a gray area. So yeah.
I think those would do well at my flea market location. So good.
Oh, I
I'd
get
love to
asked
try
all
that.
the time, When are you gonna have the 2-inch homies?
Love it. That's good news. Good stuff. Yeah. So let's talk about more about the NBVA for a little bit. So I know, Jen, maybe you could share some of the member benefits for anyone that might be thinking about joining but hasn't done so yet. Or not.
Her
She's
dad
like-
must really want to talk to her.
She's like, peace out. I'm done.
I think her dad's.
Yeah.
There you are. You're still here?
No, it's just
I think it's her dad's
Now
trying to
she's
get a hold
officially
of.
gone.
No, she's here. Her dad's probably just.
I'm here.
He's probably
Tonight,
prank
the
calling her.
role of David Gerb, it was being played by Jen Benz.
I mean, someone's got to do it. Those
That's
are big
right.
shoes to fill.
That's right. So,
So
can,
benefits. Go ahead.
yeah, can you share any benefits to somebody that maybe
Member
has not joined the
benefits,
NBV yet, but it wants to?
So we
I was
have
thinking
some
about it.
seminars that we're working on that are going to be coming out. And basically by coming to the convention, going to the different learning seminars, getting to meet the different industry leaders as far as merchandise, and then also the networking opportunities to meet other vendors and just learn a ton and create connections that you wouldn't ordinarily. There is the Discord and everything like that, but actually getting to talk to people and getting to face meet them is so valuable. And then also learning what not to do and how to like do things right, I think is the biggest thing by having the amount of knowledge base that is in the room is huge. It's there's no monetary value that you could put on that amount of education that you can get.
I have to say that I think that the NBVA and the Discord are probably the two biggest things in the industry right now that can get you the most support that you'll ever have that you can't get anywhere else. Like when you actually go to NBVA, like there's people that want to help you. They're there for the reason of they have knowledge to share. They're willing to share. They're willing to talk about the tough issues. They're willing to share information in the seminars. And because you spent the money to go there and that you became involved, they will help you. And it's long. I mean, we've had relationships that we have with people now we've been doing this a little over 3 years that we never would have had if we didn't go. It was like Jen is a great example of people that we met in the industry that have helped us so much, that have given us the advice of, sometimes it's just a phone number to a company of like, where do you get something? And you just don't know who to talk to or whatever it may be. But the Discord is great in that way too. And I feel like the two of those hand in hand is probably the two best things in the industry that you could possibly become involved in. And you should be involved in NBVA. You shouldn't wait till the show to join. You should be joining now. And you should be going on the list of the people that are in there and sending out messages to people and becoming friends with them, because there's people in the industry that have been there for 40, 50 years, like her dad. You know, that is just the nicest guy in the whole world that will give everything for you just to help you get started. And you just don't meet people like that anywhere else, or that have the wealth of knowledge
and
that they
also
do.
just like not even your area.
Yeah.
You're learning from people. People are more apt to share information with people that aren't their own competition.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where, you know, it's really inexpensive to join. That's what I just saw this comment and I popped it up.
Yeah.
So
Claw Magic says, what kind of cost is involved in NBVA membership?
Yeah. And it's for the whole year. So
You're gonna put me on the spot. Do you know?
I know. I don't remember off the top of my head. I can pull up the website real quick though.
I
if we want to
believe.
do
Well,
that.
my membership's like $300.
yeah, but you're bigger. So I think it's
Yeah, I paid
$150. I think it's not, and you get the first
sounds
year you
right.
get to go to the show for free. And so it's
You
most
pay
of your
for
costs.
membership and you get the badges.
Yeah. The first
Yeah.
year you get to go to the show for free and the badges to all the stuff. And all the stuff you get at MBVA, all the food, the seminars, and all the stuff that you do,
The food
triple pays
actually
for.
costs more than what the
Yeah.
membership really
I'm
is.
sure. I'm sure.
I think every meal, but like 2 are taken care of the whole time you're there,
Yeah.
and then the last few days you're at the show anyways. So you're not really going back to eat or hang out or anything like that. You're walking around at the show floor.
You got to buy your own lunch at the show, but breakfast and dinner's taken care of.
I know, it's crazy.
It's so funny.
And the food there is so expensive and
Yes.
everything that it way more pays for itself.
I'm gonna do Bagalopolis next time, and
Yes. And then they have great deals on the hotels because they have, package deals for the hotels. So you're only paying like $99 a night plus resort fees. I think it's like $130 or $120 a night, which is super cheap. So it's basically just the airfare, which they can't control, but they can help you with the hotel. They can give you all the food you need, and you get a whole year membership.
My big thing with airfare is like, how are you buying your product? Like, are you doing it in an effective way that's not just buying it? Are you getting points for hotel? Are you getting points for flights? Like, using your money wisely can like make that trip. So it's
Jen taught us
free.
this, which is the smartest thing I've ever even heard of, and I never even thought about using our Southwest card as.
This is something that I need to get better at because I am not currently doing that, and I've been thinking about it like crazy over the last probably 6 months of how I'm missing an opportunity, and I know that.
I think that would be a great seminar topic, honestly, possibly next year, about how to use credit cards and and maybe not so much loans, but like how to use the benefits of the credit cards to help you build your business and to build your credit for your business to allow you to get those bigger purchases that you need to get and the points to get you to MBVA next year for free, and that could be like a goal.
And using my Vegas rewards. I don't know if you guys play those games on your phone.
No, I don't.
I just have it a lot of times. I'll have my phone while I'm eating breakfast or
but it's free money, right? Like, that's the kind of stuff that you're sitting around flipping on TikTok.
You just have your phone.
You could be on there making money on the Vegas app.
All right,
well, I don't make money.
So let's talk about
no,
that
not money, but like points.
But you get like comps, right? Like
comps.
How does that work?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah, but if that's a bigger topic in itself. If you don't already have like MGM and all of those other things, you need to do a little research before you just join online, because if you do it in the best way possible, you can get a higher tier level and make it work for yourself. So like, and all of them will match the upper tiers. So do a little research. If you don't have a MyVegas or you don't have an MGM rewards account, don't get one until you look into it. Yeah. But the rewards that you get on the MyVegas, like there's 5 apps now. By playing the games, you get like buy one get one free food or free nights or different things like that.
Well, a lot of people don't know. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
August, and I have 2 free nights.
Well, and I don't think a lot of people know that, like Caesars, for example, owns like 12 hotels in Vegas. Yeah. So if you belong to like the Caesars rewards, then all of a sudden you can go to like 12 different places and get dinner and get all these different things. And that's the kind of stuff that I think that if there was somebody that had, even in the Discord, there might even be able to be a channel of, because I know it's really big. You guys know that I do Amazon as part of that's my little business on the side that I do. And the big thing about them that they use to buy the product to resell on Amazon is they're using credit cards for points, for to build up their credit and to get these larger purchases so then they can do more each month. And the people who do that are extremely smart, and they're not taking a risk. They're starting slow and building it up and using what they've earned to grow versus taking any risks. There's no risk that way, other than putting money on a credit card. But you know what I'm saying? As far as as you get to a certain point, then it's just helping you build your credit and and how much you can afford to purchase and that kind of stuff. So it's pretty smart. I wish I had. It's like the couponers. I wish I had that knowledge. And I think that it's couponers or credit cards for couponers. That if you know what you're doing, you could really benefit. And like you said, which was the smartest thing you ever told us, is that we were getting ready to go to Vegas last year, and you're like, "Did you get your Southwest card?" And I'm like, "No." And you're like, "Well, that one of them could have flown for free if you would add a Southwest card because you get so many free flights, you know,
Well,
a
you
year.
do. So you have to get a certain amount of miles. You do. There's a whole process to do it, but you can have it basically each adult.
Uh-oh. We lost her.
We're back in that phase.
There we go. Oh.
She'll be back. She'll be back. Just like David comes back, she'll be back. There she is. See?
Sorry.
That's all right.
You're all good.
My dad keeps calling, and I should answer because there must be something. But basically, you get your. Did I freeze? Yep.
You're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
You're good.
All right. Okay. So both adults can get the companion fare. Am I still going? I keep getting repeated.
You're still going.
Sorry.
You're good.
That's all right.
Okay. And it's a whole process, but you can each get free companion.
Well, and I
you
think
guys
that
talk because it's echoing.
well, I was going to say, like, you know, like people are, you know, a lot of people are buying, you know, a lot of product. You know, you're buying toys and stuff like that. Instead of using 30-day credit terms from, you know, these companies that don't give you any credit, they're basically just give you 30 days to pay it off. You could be using a credit card and getting 30 days worth of credit, you know, on the credit card, and then you pay it back, and then all of a sudden it bumps up your credit score, or, you know, or whatever it be, versus doing it through like these 30-day terms and stuff like that. Like, be smart with it. You're going to be spending the money anyways. You might as well use it to build your credit and stuff like that. So I'm not a financial advisor by any means, but I know that that's how we.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Yeah, so I can't tell you the best advice, but I think that if somebody actually did a talk on that, it'd be fantastic, because I think it's a great opportunity for people to build. And then you also have your own NAV business credit score too, that you have, that you could build up your credit score for the business too at the same time. So yeah, it's not really earned, it's you got to pay for it, you know. So anyways, but yeah.
All right, we're in our
let's
last
talk about
10
the
minutes.
giveaway. Yeah, because we only have 9 minutes left.
10 minutes.
Let's do the giveaway one more time.
Let me pull that back up because I did close it. You know, I thought that's how you did it, so I closed it.
Wow. It's all your fault, Jonathan. Let me fix it here. Hold on a second.
Yes, let's
All
talk
right.
about the giveaway one last time. If you want to put it up on the big screen so everyone can see that crazy claw machine. Again, David from Xtreme Vending, myself, Matt from Galaxy Games 843, Eli and Cody from Quick Play, and Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group are working together with the team over at CandyMachines.com to give away the crazy claw machine. Again, guys, it's not a mini claw machine. It's not a medium-sized claw machine. This is the real deal, the full 31-inch claw machine. And take a look at your screen, guys. This machine looks so cool. Bright LEDs. Going to attract customers, going to attract the plays, and you can win one in 4 weeks from tonight. All you need to do is sign up on the Candy Machines website. The link is in our Discord server. So go on over to the Discord server, click on that rocket ship tab for the giveaway link. Click on that link, fill out the form, and you are registered to win the Crazy Claw Machine that we're going to give away on July 31st. So make sure you guys get signed up to win, and one of you guys out there is going to be the lucky winner. So thanks again to Andy and the whole team over at CandyMachines.com for working with us on this giveaway. We really do appreciate it.
Nice.
Yeah. There we go.
So cool. Oops, I just knocked my desk. Ugh.
Did you
So-
spill your coffee?
No, I'm
not
still getting
tonight.
used to this little area over here. So we basically we're both working from home now, which is kind of
Yeah.
cool. So she sits
Yeah.
right over there, and I sit over here, and I'm in this little space. I'm still trying to get used to like moving around in here. I haven't figured it out yet. So yeah. Anyway, sorry guys. All right.
It's all good. It's all good.
So Albert's saying, oh, he wants to win the machine. So yeah, I think we caught up on all that. I think that, yeah, so join MBVA 100%. Join the Discord, and those two things will help you immensely. And there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up with Matt and Jen, who are working on getting all the videos up on the website. For those that join, they can have access to all the seminars. I don't know how many years you're going to go back, but I know at least the past 2 years, right?
I've got 2023 and 2024. Jen, I don't know if you have anything more than that, but yeah.
I have some clips from some of the other ones.
Nice.
Good stuff. Whoa! Closing it out. We got
a super chat.
I feel like I haven't heard the air horns in a couple weeks now.
I know.
Elite Claw Amusements making it happen with a $2 super chat says, all aboard. Ha 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 ha. Is it the Crazy Train?
Yeah, Crazy Train.
Crazy Train?
We only got 5 minutes left. We're on the Crazy Train.
Yes.
There was a question earlier. Do you remember what it was, Matt? That we thought that it would be good. Oh, the merchandising.
Yes.
What was the question?
Something about the psychology. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Let me see if I can find it. We thought this would be a good question for you, Jen.
Someone said that on YouTube comments.
Okay, so you saw it. Do you remember?
Yeah,
what it
but
was?
I don't remember. Couldn't find. They said I have a question for you for later, and then I didn't see the question.
Hold on.
It's going to be way back there at the beginning, so I can't seem to scroll back that far. So, Comp Magic, if you remember what that question was, post it real quick. We got a couple minutes left.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, you found it? Good. All right. So Comp Magic says, how do you use player psychology to design engaging and appealing games? What can you share with us?
The master.
Designing them?
Everybody,
I think
listen,
like designing
listen.
like the play area, like the prizes and stuff.
Merchandising.
Oh, okay. Well, I like to put a little gaminess into it. Like, they have, in order to get something off the wall, it has to fall, or like I'll have something balanced. I think if you just show that you're putting some like fun into it, or like I said in my seminar, like your attitude when you are filling your claw kind of shows through. Like, are you putting in the effort to like make it fun? Are you like, I don't know, I just think it's kind of like baking. Like, people can taste the love, or cooking, that people can taste whether you wanted it to like be a fun, inviting thing to do. And so that's kind of how I go about it. And I don't know if that's
Well, we talked about, because I learned from you a long time ago too, is that there's a lot of different shapes, sizes, types of, it's not just all plush. It's not just boxes. It's not just balls. There's a lot of different shapes, sizes, colors. You always bring a lot of fun. You always send me the greatest pictures of like, the little kitty poking up from the corner, or, the little one upside down while the other one's on, on top of it, like wrestling it, like you always do fun little cute stuff with your,
or like I put, Elmo in a shark's mouth the other day.
Yeah. And that's just cute, and it makes people laugh. And it makes them want to play, and I really think that people see that, and it gives it that cutesy factor. But I really feel like you really want to have a lot of different sizes, different things. They want to see your van. They're asking to see your van.
Can you give us a quick van tour? Is that allowed? No. Okay. Maybe in the future with some prep time and some advance notice. Right?
I'm sure her day ends like our day, and our vehicle's not the best by the end of the day.
Well, it had 3 cranes in it today, and so it has a lot of bubble wrap in there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. So maybe sometime in the future. Right?
I can do that. Do that.
Okay. It's very cool. I mean, like, her organization skills are top notch. Let's just put it that way.
I'm sure they are.
And the way that she implemented all of her pack out systems, and it's phenomenal, man. It's like a vendor's dream in there. It's pretty awesome. So the store we were just putting the crane at, he's like, God, it's like a store in here, and I was like, yeah, it kind of is.
Pretty much.
Well, it was cool. I mean, I was so excited when he got the van, because it's like, that's what everybody wants, is they want to be able to haul stuff, but they want to have enough room to put stuff in there. And those little transit vans, they've come a long way, and they've really, I mean, they're perfect for this kind of business. So
I want one of the little ones.
Yeah, the little ones are cool.
Yeah, one of the futsal places I have, the owner was driving a new one, and I was like, ooh, can I see the inside? And he's like, there's nothing in it. And I was like, you didn't get shelves? He's like, oh, those are getting added later. And I was like, I better get a tour when you get that shelves
Yeah,
added.
and the little ones are just as cool as the big ones almost. And now they're like half electric and hybrid and all kinds of stuff. So, hey, guess what? We're out of time.
That's right, guys. Thanks again for joining us week after week. We appreciate your time here on our Vending Business Discussion live stream. Yes, thanks for being here again, Jen. David, happy birthday. We missed you. Happy 4th of July to everyone out there. We'll see you next week, guys. Have a great night.